So today we're going to be talking about inverse functions. And one really helpful way that I like to think about an inverse function is that it is undoing an operation. So to demonstrate this, let's just draw an abstract example. In my domain, if I have x as an input to a function, when I plug that into a function, say f of x, I'm always going to get out an answer. And let's say when I plug in x, I get out the answer y. Well, if I do the inverse operation of f, if it truly undoes that operation, f inverse of y should get me back to where I started, which was x, right? Let's demonstrate it this way. If I have y equals x plus 1 and y equals x minus 1, if these two are truly inverse operations, then they should undo each other. So let's start by plugging in the number 2, okay? If I plug this number in, I get y equals 2 plus 1. That is y equals 3. Okay? And if this function is an inverse function, then it should undo what I just did to my input 2. Let's go ahead and let's take our output that we got, 3, and let's plug it in. So I get y equals 3 minus 1. Well, what's 3 minus 1? It's 2. So a very interesting thing happens here. When I plugged in 2 into this first equation, I got an output of 3. And when I took what I said was the inverse function, and I plugged in the number 3, it undid the operation I originally did to 2 and got me back 2. So here's the key idea. Going back up to my drawing up here. If I start out with some f of x, and I take the inverse of that f of x, we would write it like this, the f inverse of f of x, then that's going to be equal to what my original input was. And here, the original input is x. So it's just going to be equal to x. So f inverse and f undo each other to get me back x. And in the same way, if I take f inverse of x and I put that into the function f, f and f inverse will undo each other and will get me back my original answer, x. So this is going to be a key idea here. If I know this, then I can prove whether or not two functions are in fact inverses of each other. And if you want to see a few examples of that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a video on the screen right now. I hope it helps. Go ahead and check it out. If you like these videos and you want to be the first to know when one comes out, go ahead and click on the subscribe button on the screen right now. And thanks for watching.